Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from It's God's Plan.
Oh boy. Yes. Today we will explore the depths of relationship hell for men. You know, where women are totally comfortable verbally attacking their men about anything at any time.
And about everything.
Oh, you idiot. How can a man be so dumb?
This happens because every woman I've ever known becomes a sadistic monster when she sees one thing consistently. And that is when her man becomes nicer to her every time she is rude to him. There are many reasons for this, but all we really need to know today is that it's a fact. If you're new here, our community improves relationships by exposing the games I used to play and women currently use that ruin their relationships.
Hey, this is the great thing about older women that are at least self-aware, are willing to help correct the younger generation. Not bad.
Once upon a time, most relationships start out full of hope and joy. So how did these couples end up existing in such a poisonous environment? Well, as we all know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yep.
And this particular road starts like this. Hey baby, how was your day? Don't ask me stupid questions. I'm sorry, dear. You're right. I should know better. Would you like me to rub your back so you can relax a bit? As you know, this happens a lot. A woman...
Yeah, men try to engage in conversation. Women complain. Men try to soothe women. Sounds like an everyday interaction to me, right? Like most men deal with this with all types of women.
A woman is in a bad mood and snaps at her husband, even though he has nothing to do with her problems.
Correct.
The husband is a nice guy and wants her to feel better, so he ignores the fact that she is taking something out on him for no reason. And
Ignores the disrespect. Yep.
instead of confronting her about it, he offers to make her a hot cocoa or something. To him,
Yeah, it's pretty much rewarding bad behavior. So you just mistreated me and disrespect me, and I come along and say, oh, let me rub your back for you.
he's just being a good guy who loves his woman and wants to help her get through a tough time. So he has no idea what this will turn into. And yes, a decent woman would feel horribly for taking her frustration out on such a loving man for no real reason. But is that what happens? Maybe the first few times. But every time? We all know that answer. And here's the part that turns their fairy tale into a nightmare. His well-intended behavior plants two very dangerous ideas in her head. And
This is why you don't be a simp, right?
those ideas change her from the loving woman he married into the woman who attacks and degrades him all day. Idea number one.
Because you already accepted disrespect. That's the thing, that once you accept a certain level of disrespect, you can never go back. You can never get that respect back. Or you can, but it's super difficult, especially with women, right? Once you lose a level of respect, they just don't see you in that light anymore, and they start disrespecting.
Is whenever she talks down to him, she gets rewarded
Yep.
with foot rubs, flowers, or whatever. Idea number two is, since he takes her misdirected abuse, she starts to think he must be a spineless coward
Yep.
who is too dumb or weak to stand up for himself.
No, 100%. Because you aren't even willing to stand up to her. How can you stand up to any other man out there? That's how these women think. Well, this is how women nature thinks. I wouldn't say just these women. But it makes sense, right? If you can't even stand up to me, a weak-ass lady, a weak-ass woman that can't even stop you from doing anything, how are you going to be able to protect me from all the bigger men out there?
So she starts to lose respect for him. Since 1 and 2 are true, she will eventually see him as a pitiful little annoying worm who deserves all the grief she can dish out.
This is what happens to the nice simps, the nice guys, because you guys are too nice trying to please these women. They actually don't see you in any good light because you're trying to do that.
Because he must like it, or he would stand up for himself.
Correct?
I know witches be crazy, but this is a lot, even for them. Now, because she respects him less, she treats him harshly more often, which gets more favorable, kind, and loving reactions from him. So she treats him harshly more often. And so it goes. Even though the physical gifts may stop, he is still rewarding her in some way.
True.
As we can see, this is a cycle that is hard for these women to resist. I mean,
this is why they just love simps so much, but also hate them at the same time.
being totally selfish is one of the easiest things in the world to do.
It really
Add the
is.
fact that she gets rewarded for it, and voila! You have a woman who is addicted to this pattern.
So whose fault is it? It's actually his men's fault. Damn. Damn. It is our fault. Because we just give these women too much attention.
This combination is irresistible to most women, so they indulge themselves every chance they get. If you've learned one thing today, please show your support by hitting the subscribe and like. It's totally free and helps me help more people get the truth about women's
Go give her some support. It's God's plan. Link is always down below.
behaviors. Now, I know stopping this pattern will be extremely hard, especially since so many men don't see it for what it is. And if they do, they don't know how it starts and grows. So coming up with a plan to stop it is almost impossible. Fortunately for you, you're watching this episode. And by the end, you will have everything you need to make any adjustments you choose. I've seen men who have lived like this for years, and the fear is real. It is very scary for them to even think about confronting the women who have turned into these horrible creatures. My dad lives this way, and he will never have the courage to do anything that may upset her in any way. So there's no judgment if you don't want to rock the boat. However,
You just live a miserable life. That's what happens. You know, if you accept it and you don't want to rock the boat, you don't want to be able to exercise your ability to walk away, things get miserable.
if you think you may want to slow down, stop, or even reverse this pattern, you can start like this. If nothing else, do yourself at least one favor and stop rewarding her in those moments. If your usual response is to do the laundry or take her to dinner to help her feel better, stop that immediately. To step it up a notch, you can try one of these. Low conflict people. I wish you wouldn't take it out on me when something upsets you. Medium conflict people. Why is it that every problem you have ends up with you talking to me like I'm stupid? What is your actual intention for talking to me this way? High conflict people.
I think this is too much communications for these women. God's plan. I don't know if this is actually going to work with more modern women nowadays.
I know I've made a lot of mistakes as a husband in this relationship by treating every little situation you create as a major crisis. I've allowed the things that everyone experiences to be my cue to take your artificial pain away. And that has made this relationship unbearable for me.
Damn.
So I'm going to allow you to handle your common everyday problems on your own, just like everyone else in the world does. Any one of these phrases
Being a fucking adult.
will get you started. But obviously, they are the first step of many you will need to take to regain a respectful relationship. If you need exact guidance for your specific situation, there is help in the description.
It is trippy, right? That women kind of just hate nice guys. Isn't it ridiculous how much they hate nice guys? Guys that just want to please all the time when they consider that's all the videos they ever make is guys pleasing them. This guy has to do this. This guy has to do that. He never gets to say no to me. He don't get to talk back. But then they come online later talking about how these men are just spineless, how these men have no value, how these men are just doormats. But that's what you wanted. That's literally the accolades that you gave men to kind of strive for, and then they strived for it, and then you hated them for it. Just never enough. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.